So here's a story Shen probably didn't mention from her various excursions off the ship. The time she was captured by Advent. Yeah, that's right. Squad captured by Advent. This wasn't that long ago either. Just a few years back. The aliens knew the Avenger was out here somewhere, and they started getting real desperate to find it. They even assembled a special extraction team, almost like they were trying to mirror our tactics. The Advent squad was grabbing senior resistance targets for interrogation, and Shen had the misfortune of being one of the first. Or, so we thought. Advent's Black Bag squad had taken Shen to a compound out in the middle of nowhere. I took charge of the rescue myself. If anything had happened to her, well, you can imagine. In hindsight, I was definitely worried. We really had no idea what they were planning to do with her. I should be clear on this. Rescuing Shen was personal. She was our friend and part of the team. But from a strategic standpoint, rescuing Shen was a make-or-break operation for the future of the Resistance. Without her, the Avenger would never fly again, and we wouldn't have half the tech we have today. Between the growing number of resistance cells popping up around the world and our local operations to rebuild the Avenger, the Elders must have been getting nervous. The new Advent team was decent in combat, but as we learned, that wasn't their primary focus, and they had been plenty busy. Agreed. This is for you! No one will slip past. Security wasn't overly tight at the compound. Advent's new team was obviously hoping stealth and smaller numbers would keep their operations under wraps. We were just fortunate the few contacts we had made at that point managed to help us find Shen. I go where I am needed. Guide my hand. I'm out of here. I'll maintain my watch. We were all relieved to find Shen alive and ticking, and surprisingly enough, not much worse for wear. I'll tell you what, the aliens sure could have learned a thing or two about interrogation techniques from our old friend, Dr. Vahlen. Good luck finding her, though. I see the path. Running! I won't let them past. The Advent compound was a clandestine holding facility, and it was definitely built to house a lot more people than Shen alone. They had obviously been at this for a while now. We found evidence of other prisoners, but no one left alive besides our girl. I will reposition. Shen was held under some kind of psionic stasis for most of her time at the compound. But she was awake long enough to see a few of the other prisoners. She could tell by the condition they were in that they came from the slums outside of one of the city centers. If they were resistance cell leaders, we needed to find out. I am on the move. I am on watch.
charges fall. No one was shut up here. As you order.
Moving out. They found us. Death to the invaders! Already gone. I am trusting you. Remember, they are not victims. I have little ammo remaining. Darkness is my domain. I will go.
To victory.
Moving! Probably easier to just knock it down. Got it.
Was wondering when you'd show up. Get me the hell out of here, Central.
My watch begins.
Volk says I am to obey. Going hard!
I'll go quickly.
Reapers are always vigilant.
Rolling. Agreed.
I must reload. I'll keep an eye on it. Headed there now.
Yes, Commander.
Stay moved. Watching comes naturally.
I'll keep it under watch.
On my way. Still up. Kill confirmed.
control my rage. You will not appear us!
We had freed Shen, but we still had to get clear of the Advent facility.
My life is in your hands.
For the Reapers!
Now we fight in the open.
It's a long run. I'll lead the way. Getting too old for this.
My battle is over.
Heading home.
It wasn't the cleanest operation, but we got Shen home safe and not much worse for wear. If we were gonna chase the Advent extraction team across the continent in hopes of finding their other prisoners, we were going to need some better equipment.